Hello everybody, Jade Hamilton here, and today I'm going to give you, because the story we've been reading has been quite sort of heavy, I'm going to give you a bit of light relief today. I've got Ziggy with me, and as it is both Whatever I Want Monday, which is hosted by D at the Baby Patch, and it's also Monster Monday, which is hosted by Gilly the Monster. I wanted to give you, as I say, a bit of a fun video with a monster theme, starting with my little Ziggy's outfit. Ziggy is wearing this beautiful blue and white striped romper. It's from Cass Kidston, but I managed to get it on Vinted for about £3 from a lady. And it's blue and white striped. It's sort of a thick t-shirt material, so it's very, very soft. It's blue and white chevron stripes, and on the front it's got a monster in this beautiful sort of turquoisey duck egg blue with big red spots all over him, and he's got little yellow paws and little yellow squiggly feet. They almost look like duck feet, and it's got red trim around the collar and around the bottoms of the legs. And we're also going to make our story monster themed today. We're going to read one of Mummy's favourites from when she was a little tiny girl. We're going to read Not Now Bernard, which is by David McKee, who also wrote the Elmer books. And as per all videos where I read, all copyright goes to Dave McKee and to his publisher, which is Anderson Press. I own absolutely nothing. Make yourself comfortable, grab yourself a hot drink if you've got one, grab an extra blanket if you're chilly, and we'll start the story. It's a nice short one, so if you fancy something a bit shorter today, then we've got that for you. If you haven't subscribed to D at the Baby Patch or Gilly the Monster yet, please do. They're lovely, lovely folks who do a lot for us in this community, and I think they deserve a lot more subs. So please go and check them out and give them a bit of love if you can. Right. Hello, Dad, said Bernard. Not now, Bernard, said his father. And obviously, because I'm using a Kindle copy today, you can't see the illustrations, but we've got on the left hand side, we've got Dad in his very natty waistcoat, I've got to say, trying to hammer something into a wall. I think it looks like a picture hook into the wall. And on the right hand side, he's just accidentally hit his thumb with the hammer. Oh dear. I don't think that's Bernard's fault, though. I think maybe he wasn't concentrating very Well, hello, Mum, said Bernard. Not now, Bernard, said his mother. There's a monster in the garden and it's going to eat me, said Bernard. Not now, Bernard, said his mother. Bernard went into the garden. Hello, monster, he said to the monster. The monster ate Bernard up, every bit. Oh dear. Then the monster went indoors. Roar! Went the monster behind Bernard's mother. Not now, Bernard, said Bernard's mother. The monster bit Bernard's father. Not now, Bernard, said Bernard's father. Your dinner's ready, said Bernard's mother. She put the dinner in front of the television. So we've got Mum. Sorry, I'm not very good at describing all the illustrations. I'll go back and think. So when we've got the monster. He's actually quite a nice looking monster. He's a rather nice shade of lavendery purple. And when we see him sitting in the garden with Bernard's also wearing a very natty jumper, I must say. I think the taste for natty jumpers runs in the family. Although, to be fair, when this book came out back in the 90s, I think we were all very kind of brightly coloured and zingy in as far as children's clothes were concerned. I can remember bright purple dungarees that I had with teddies on them. But yeah, he's sitting there under the tree, looking kind of a bit. He looks quite fearsome, but he also looks quite sort of lonely. Bless him, the poor old monster. What's that, Ziggy? He is being a bit naughty, isn't he? But I think that's because monsters, they don't know how to behave in somebody's house, do they? No, I don't think they do they? Well, some monsters, you're right. There were some monsters that are very well behaved, but some monsters I don't think know how to behave in people's houses very well. And we then, in the next illustration, we've got Mum, again looking very nutty in a geometric patterned yellow dress. And her kitchen is also very natty. It's got green and turquoise walls. I think she's painting one of the walls green, which is rather nice. And it's got beautiful blue and white Delft style tiles as well, which is great. And then we've got Dad in a rather lovely burnt orange sitting room with a deep scarlet carpet, sitting in his brown armchair, reading his newspaper. I think he's actually got headlines and things on it. I think it looks like the Times. from here. Or I think it's supposed to look rather like something like the Times. It's very thick and very clearly a sort of broadsheet. For those of you not aware, a tabloid is the sort of slightly smaller newspaper that usually has sort of celebrity gossip and things like that inside. That's called a tabloid, whereas a broadsheet is a bit bigger, and the content tends to be, not always, but it tends to be a bit more serious. So I think Bernard's dad is a broadsheet reader, which makes sense because he seems to take himself quite seriously, doesn't he? And then we've got Mum going from the kitchen. So actually, I think she must have been painting the hallway in that previous illustration. So my mistake. She's going from the kitchen where there's a beautifully laid table with a blue and white checkered oilcloth and some beautiful yellow flowers. They look like marigolds actually. Into the sitting room where there's a beautiful Chinese style rug and a telly on a stand, and we've got a little TV dinner tray with legs and a green top, and it's got on it, let's see what it's got on it, I can't see, I think it looks like a pie of some description with some chips, some for American folks that's French fries, some peas, and I think there's some carrots there too. So nice balanced meal, and I think Bernard's got, or what Mum thinks is Bernard, has got some juice or some. Oh yeah, you're right, Ziggy. That might even be some fizzy drink. You think it's fizzy drink, do you? What flavour do you think? Oh, you think it's orange, do you? It does look like orange, doesn't it? Fizzy orange. You like fizzy orange, do you? Well, next time Mummy does the shopping, she'll see if she can get you some fizzy orange. How about that? Right. The monster ate the dinner. So we've got the monster sitting in the bright yellow, gone from bright orange to bright yellow, sitting gobbling up Bernard's dinner. Oh, it's a sausage there. Oh, he's got a sausage. And he's licking the plate because it's so yummy. And then he's climbing on top of the television to watch. And I think it looks like he's watching a sort of Sesame Street type thing. It looks like the Muppets, which is great because I love Sesame Street, always have. I think it's a really brilliant program. Then it read one of Bernard's comics. So we have the monster in Bernard's room, sitting on the bookcase, so the perch there, and it's reading one of Bernard's comics. And it broke one of his toys. Oh dear, that's a bit mean, isn't it? What's that, Ziggy? You think the monster got cross because he couldn't get the toy to work? Ah, I think you're right. I think maybe he doesn't know how to play with the toys that people play with. So I don't think he would have been able to work it properly, and I think he'd have got a bit cross. But I still don't think it's a very good idea to break people's things. Do you? No. Go to bed. I've taken up your milk, called Bernard's mother. So the monster went upstairs. So I think we're now on the upstairs landing, which is a beautiful shade of scarlet. We've got a Tiffany lamp, or Tiffany style lamp, hanging down from the ceiling. We've got what looks like, I think it's meant to be a sort of Jackson Pollock type painting on the wall. Beautiful painting. And then we've got beautiful floral patterned curtains across the top here. We've got beautiful violet and red stair carpet, and we've got a red door with a kind of a screen pulled across it. And the monster is walking up the stairs, clutching one of Bernard's teddies as he walks up to bed. But I'm a monster, said the monster. Not now, Bernard, said Bernard's mother. And that's the end of our story. Do you think, Ziggy, that the monster stayed for a long time in Bernard's house? You do? And do you think that Bernard's mum and dad eventually guessed it wasn't Bernard? No. Why's that, do you think? Oh, you think they're too busy doing things to notice? I think you might be right. Well, anyway, that's the end of our story. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm also doing my lovely friend Jay at J Dolls UK's tag new dolly clothes, because this is a brand new brand new to me outfit that I put on Ziggy today. So do give Jay a follow too if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't already. She's a lovely lady. She's got lovely babies, and she's got brilliant tasting clothes as well. I learned a lot about where to get really nice baby clothes from her. And she's always been really supportive of the channel and of the Cubs and of us being part of this community. As I say, thank you everybody for watching, for subscribing, for commenting. It really, really makes my day when you do. Thank you so much for watching. And Ziggy and I will see you soon for another story. Can you wave, Ziggy? Good boy. Cheerio, everyone.